你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
The Beijing Railway Station is freshly released. The repo from professional film critics embarrassed Xiao fans. Sure enough, professional people do professional things, and the speed has to be subdued. The last stop of Dream Like a Dream in 2021 has already begun. I already feel that Beijing Station, which performed for 5 consecutive days, is a big challenge to the actors. Unexpectedly, the performance had already begun on the 21st. It is a free public welfare field. Strictly speaking, it's not the first scene. The first show is still a formal performance on the 22nd, although it is a public welfare field, but there is no difference between the process and the formal performance, and everything that should be there is. Before the start of this show, I saw many fans saying, I think that more professionals in the industry will see the performance of this drama, and I am excited when I think about it. Later I learned that it turned out that this battle was not for ticket sales, and it was a rehearsal venue. I saw the word, rehearsal. The actors are too good, even if it is a rehearsal and a formal performance. It is precisely because of this, I feel that these industry reviews are particularly true. After the performance of the previous version, I have seen fans posting short repo on social platforms. From the short article, it can be seen that this was watched once in Wuhan, and watched this drama again. Still unable to conceal his excitement, he said directly, Xiao has made a lot of progress. He has made a lot of progress than Wuhan. I'm in Wuhan this evening. I really want to give a thumbs up this time in Beijing. I'm very comfortable. There are a lot of details, and the emotional scene with his wife and Zhang Hong is very natural. Xiao is great. Of course, if it is said that the netizen who posted the afterthought is a fan with the idea of Xiao's image, this repo was issued with a heavy fan filter. So let's take a look at the fastest repo released in Beijing, from a professional film critic's repo. And it's still a male audience, compared with this fan, a bit unrestrained. The film critic's first performance at Beijing Railway Station just ended. The repo after the live watch was sent out the first time. Why is it the first time? The previous fan posted a short repo after the previous version ended, and this movie critic released it after reading the entire book. It is a complete repo, so he is the fastest. I believe that every scene that you can't go to the scene will wait for the ending curtain call video repo. The author saw the blogger who posted the video curtain call the fastest, and it took more than 2 minutes to complete. After shooting and editing the copy, there is a minute difference between before and after the film critic posted the text version of the repo. This can be said to be the fastest to write a Dream Like a Dream repo. It is also the freshest feedback from the industry after reading the Beijing Railway Station. It can be seen from the video of the curtain call that even if it is a public welfare field that does not sell tickets to the outside world, it is still full of seats, full of spectators. After watching it, I not only felt the excitement of this film critic, but his writing was very good. Especially the exaggerated rhetoric of this palace-level drama is not to praise and kill. Specifically, Xu Qing, who played Gu Shanglan, contributed the most warm performance. It is undoubtedly the eye of this drama. The consecutive parallel sentences are also facts. The charm words are like crisp, noble and elegant, fresh fragrance, swaying posture, beautiful scenery, vocabulary descriptions such as graceful and graceful, described as dynamic repo. Xiao is the sole figure of the previous version, who uses his perspective to show the loneliness and sorrow of number 5. To describe acting skills are, simple and introverted, expressing with interchange and catharsis. Let him and the character come naturally. Coincidentally with number 5, Xiao, who came from a non-disciplinary class, who was most concerned by the outside world, turned out to be an advantage in acting. Without the constraints of a professional background, it seems that every cell in the body releases its unique power. Exciting, the finishing touch. Here comes the point. At this moment he is no longer a superstar, no longer a spokesperson for the 3 luxuries, no longer the world leader, he is the average number 5. Seeing these 3 consecutive parallel sentences, the first thing is to confirm whether this film critic is a fan of Xiao. Only then did I make such a statement and repeatedly confirm that I was not a fan, but a film critic. Why is there such a question? Because of these 3 parallels. As the fans in the comment section replied, the title closed the door. It's a bit embarrassing to say it from others. It's a bit like a kid who has been denied. One day I was praised suddenly in front of the public. I would be proud of myself. At the same time, it is also shy, which is a normal reaction. Unexpectedly, the world's first handsome, 3 extravagant spokesperson, so out of the circle. The difference is that the first game this time was watched by many industries. This is also the fastest full version of the Repo to see. Why did you use this film? Critics Repo alone. Another reason is that he is a male audience. In previous performances, there was no shortage of such. Repo appeared, but not as fast as him, not as short and eloquent, and as long as 1,000 words. The writing style is not like a fan, it will be understood as a fan filter, but looking at this film critic, it expresses that kind of boldness and unrestrainedness. There is no praise at all because it will be affected by the fan filter. I often think that fans are afraid that praise will be misunderstood as praise. So when sending out compliments, we'll pave a lot of repetitive content to improve my credibility. The author also believes that after the performance, there will only be more impressions of the drama. Everyone will also see what Zhan looks like in the real industry. As the interview in the opening issue of Elle said, everyone wants to be recognized. Some people's praise is always offsetting some people's slander. What's more, Zhan collected tens of millions of praise to offset the slander of those people. Even if there is such a ratio, some people will still say that this is just business blows. But isn't Zhan using facts, actions and acting skills to convince them?